All right, so you're thinking about moving to Denver and you want to know what are the positives and what things freaking suck about living here. Well, this video, I'm going to walk you through the pros and the cons to living in the Mile High City. One of them will blow your mind, and the last one, it could freaking kill you. So stay tuned. I'm Sean Murphy, team leader of the Moxie Denver team here in the Mile High City, and I love making videos about what it's like to live in Denver. The cost of living, pros and cons, the top neighborhoods. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so that you're notified each and every time we upload a new video. So let's get into it. The first pro that I want to talk to you about is our weather and outdoor scene here in Colorado. It's freaking amazing. We get all seasons. During the winter, you ski and snowboard, snowshoe, cross-country ski, and in the summer, you hike, you camp, and you have a great time. But a con to that, have you heard of Tornado Alley? Well, we have, and we're in the Hailstorm Alley, which means in the spring, summer, and sometimes in the fall, we're gonna get pelted. It's gonna start off as rain, and then we're just gonna get monster crater hailstones that are gonna just pummel the Front Range area. So with your car, you might want to get the full coverage so that you don't have to drive around with dents in your whip. And normally in most of the houses, the roof does not last the full age that it's expected to. Normally they say they're supposed to last, around 30 years, but they hardly make it past 10 years here in Colorado before they get pounded and pelted with hail and need to be replaced. Also, since it's so sunny and so nice out here so often, you're gonna have to cover up. You're gonna get sunburn, so always wear sunscreen when you're living in Colorado. And I'm gonna say another con to the great weather is sometimes you just want a rainy day and you don't get it. You just want to sit inside. You don't want to have to feel like you need to go take advantage of this awesome day. You'd rather just cuddle up and watch some Netflix, and we don't get a whole lot of that. So I'm saying it's a con. Another pro, the Mile High City is consistently ranked as one of the healthiest cities in America, which is great if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, because you're not going to have a hard time finding healthy food options, whether you're vegetarian or other things, whatever you need, whatever your eating habits are. Most restaurants will accommodate you because they're so used to those types of requests. Along with that healthy lifestyle, it's super easy to find yoga studios, Pilates, CrossFit, cycle studios. Orange Theory Fitness is big out here. So there's all kinds of activities. If you're not hitting the trails, you can hit the gym, and that's a great way for you to get to know people and socially interact. I'm gonna make this a negative. The negative of that, though, would be that there are some attractive and fit people out here, and man, you gotta keep up, especially if you're single in the dating scene. And there are just a lot of naturally attractive, I say naturally attractive, people aren't too done up here. You got a little bit of hippie type of vibe out in Denver, and so less is more a lot of the time when it comes to makeup and doing yourselves up, and that's just my style. But yeah, man, you gotta maintain this. How long do I have to keep this going for? Another pro, I'm gonna say our snow is different. I don't know exactly. I feel like our snow is lighter. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, which we have like lake effect snow, which its whole purpose is to make things icy and make you hate yourself. And then it's overcast, and so you're cold and miserable, and it's not fun. But here we have snow, but it's lighter because of the higher elevation and the sunshine. If the sun's out, you just feel a little bit better. But our snow is different, and our snow is fun here. But here you can ski, snowboard, snowshoe, and really get after it. Within about an hour, we have Breckenridge, we have Keystone, we have Copper, we have Loveland. There are all kinds of ski and snowboard resorts that you can go to. Part that kind of stinks, though, is everyone hitting the mountains on the weekend. I-70, which is the main corridor up to the mountains, and it can get packed, and it could take forever on the way home getting back. And if they shut down the highway, that sucks. Another pro of living in Denver is a lot of people aren't from here, and the natives will say that's not a good thing because we're driving up the home prices. It's getting over, traffic is starting to suck because of so many people moving here. But the reason that's a positive is because a lot of people aren't from here, and so they remember what it was also like not to be from here, and they're just super open and super friendly. One time I was up in Seattle for about 6 months, and there's something up there called the Seattle Freeze, which makes it just hard to get to know people and break into circles, and that's not a thing here in Denver. So if you're coming out here and you're not buying a house immediately, or you're coming by yourself, it's easy to find roommates, which you might need because the cost of living is expensive. That's a con. It's a free con. I'll just throw in there for you. Unscripted. People also say Denver drivers suck. I don't think you can put that on Denver drivers because nobody's from here anymore. We have Texas, we have California, we have people that aren't used to snow, and some people just don't know how to handle it. They're not equipped with the right car. So all-wheel drive is a big thing, really nice to have here if you're going to be driving around in the winter. That's why people love Subarus out here. I did not like Subarus. They're kind of growing on me. I get it now, but when I first saw them, I'm like, it's like a fancy station wagon. Another positive, I think, is that it's a dry climate. And so I've been places where you get out of the shower in the summer and you're already, because of the humidity, you're already sweating, you're already kind of miserable. And here we don't have that. A con to the dry air would be sometimes when you first get here, you get bloody noses because your nose is really dry. Not a positive, right? Also, if you are trying to keep your lawn green, it's going to take more water. That's why I'm a big advocate for xeriscaping, native grasses, things like that. Now here's a pro or con, depending on which side of the fence you are: marijuana. I remember when marijuana first went legal here in Colorado, my family was like, what's it like? Are people going crazy? I'm like, they all seem pretty chill. So if you're into that, you can partake at your residence. You're not supposed to be doing this in the public, but you can smoke or eat edibles or vape, whatever you're into. You're able to do that. So the negative to that would be if you're walking around having a conversation with somebody and it gets maybe a little weird and they're a little off, you just wonder, are you high?
Are you high? Is everyone high?
Not everyone's high, but everyone's suspect now. The state's getting looser on other drugs as well. Psychedelic mushrooms became legal to have, not legal to sell. So you're allowed to have psychedelic mushrooms, but don't tell anyone where you got them. I guess that's what the rule is. And the last pro that you don't recognize until you go back to, I don't know, wherever you came from, is that we don't have a lot of mosquitoes here. So it's really nice to be camping and you're not getting absolutely freaking destroyed the whole time. I love that. It's much easier to enjoy a nice sunset or enjoy camping when you're not just getting ravaged by mosquitoes. Now, you might get eaten by a mountain lion or a bear. You probably won't, but you might. And so that's the risk that you need to take when camping. So you need to be aware of that. I typically, when I go hiking, I'll carry bear mace with me, and then I'm constantly running through the scenario that I'm the guy that was able to choke out the mountain lion that had attacked him. I think I got it, but probably not. So you always, it kind of stinks when you're in the mountains all the time and you hear something in the woods and you're like, great, now I'm gonna get eaten. Dang it. So those are the pros and cons that I have for living in the Mile High City. I know I've missed several, and I know some of you guys are gonna comment. So go ahead, leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what they are. And if you're thinking about moving to the Mile High City, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to help you out find the perfect spot, the perfect house, the perfect neighborhood for you. So give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, and we are happy to help. We got your back. And until next time, have a great one.